Now, this last fight you just had, that was like about 3 weeks ago, almost a
About
month.
September 7th for Fury Fighting Championships.
Oh, so it was about a month ago, good month ago.
Yep.
Okay, so I saw some of the footage, some pictures and whatnot, and you did your thing, man. So what I want to know is what kind of headspace? How did you prepare for a fight mentally? For that night specifically, what kind of headspace did you have to get in to go into the ring this time?
It's once you're in there, it's different. You're scared. People say they're not afraid, they're lying. I mean, I was kind of scared at first. I was more afraid because I hadn't fought in so long. I had built this reputation of at work and at these places that I hang out. Yeah, that Bam Bam and I told my buddies, I'm scared to go in there. If I get whooped, man, all that mystique about me is going to be gone. They're going to be, oh, that guy's a chump. But if you train right and you put the proper work in, you're going to go in confident. You are going to be a little bit nervous before everyone is. If they say they're not, they're lying.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I was a little nervous and a little scared, but once I started warming up, I'm confident. I know I've done what I'm supposed to do. I'm going to go out and get mine. I mean, you sit there. I mean, I remember one time I was fighting at the Arena Theater for Legacy, and I was with my guys, and they're like, how you feel? I said, I'm scared. I want to go home. And they looked at me like, what the hell? You got a fight coming up. I said, I could be the guy drinking, hitting on chicks in the crowd. I'm going to go in there and try to fight in front of all these people, on TV, and I don't want to get beat up in front of girls and friends and stuff. But once you get in there and just turn that switch, and it's something that it's just that walk, making that walk to the cage or the ring is something I can't explain. It's
you look focused.
You have to do
on the pictures I saw. You look real focused.
I don't hear nothing. I don't hear the crowd. I hear my guys. When I was on top of him hitting him, I could hear my coach say, let him up. And I'm like, bullshit. They couldn't see me hitting him, They couldn't see me hitting him. And I'm like, I'm not letting him up. I got him where I want him,
Right,
But I could hear them. I couldn't hear anybody else. I couldn't hear all the noise. I couldn't hear shit.
Right.
But because you zone in and you lock in, And I don't remember anything until I see it again. Everything's like a flash. It's like these flashes in my face. That's how it is in there. And it's real quiet. And you just... Next thing you know, it's over with. Whether you win or lose, if it lasts 1 minute or it lasts 15 minutes, it's just over with.
Right.
And you're like, what the hell happened? And people have to tell you.
Right.
You have to go back and watch the film. It's weird. But
I know. I relate.
It's a cool
Look,
feeling,
when I'm performing on stage doing my music or poetry, it's the same thing. It's like I don't really see the people out there.
No, you don't.
It's like I'm so caught up in my performance, and that's all I'm so in the zone in my performance. Like I don't even see them. You feel me?
Yeah, I understand. 100%.
Yeah, they're not even there.
That's exactly how it is.
Yeah, man, that's awesome, brother. So now I heard you talking a little while ago. You talking about doing it one more time.
I'm gonna do it.
Let's do it again.
One more time in February. I'll be 51, and I'm doing it. I took this fight for one reason. I took it to get sober, and so I had a lot of bad things happen to me in the last 7 years. My dad passed. I started having mental health issues that I didn't know that I had from just college football and fighting and stuff. And, I started having issues, started drinking a lot, started doing other bad things, started doing drugs and trying to deal with my dad dying. And it caused problems with my marriage and kind of drove a wedge between me and my wife a little bit, and trying to battle through that. Didn't know I had the issues, and I checked myself into a hospital. They diagnosed me with TBI, traumatic brain injury, and depression and anxiety and all this stuff, things I never had before. And, then I had some other bad things come my way, and then, my wife filed for divorce on me. And then I didn't want to lose my family, and then tried to fight to keep that, and then my mama passed. So I'm just sitting there, man, bam, bam, bam. Life just hit me. But life will do that to you. Life will knock your ass down 7 times, but you got to get up 8.
Yes.
You got to keep getting up.
Yes.
And I'm like, man, God, you're just trying to take me out, man. I said, and I got to where I just didn't give a fuck anymore. I was drinking and doing coke, and I wanted to chemically kill myself. I want to shoot myself with one of my dad's guns because I didn't want to dishonor him that way. But I thought if I did enough drugs, I wouldn't wake up, and I didn't lie. I would have made Motley Crue proud, I just said if I can get through this, I'm gonna be okay. And I started getting back to my roots with God and church and everything.
Yeah.
And I begged for over a year.
Right.
One of my buddies, Mick Maynard, goes, man, you ain't gonna make it. And my buddies were so worried about me because they saw how bad I was getting, with the drinking and the drugs and stuff. And I probably blew $80,000 in 1 year just doing coke, drinking and partying, travel, anything to try to just keep my mind right. Just not to keep it right, to take all the pain away. And My buddy Eric gave me, who owns Fury Fighting Championships, he gave me a submission match for Submission Hunter. I said, I'll do it if I get a brown belt and a guy heavier than me. I want a couple belts higher than me and a bigger guy. And I didn't train for it. I went in, I did pretty good in the match. I probably would have won. I lost the decision, but it was a good match. But if I'd have trained for it, I probably would have won. But and so I just begged and begged to get a fight, and I said, I need it, man. I said, I need it to save myself. And I came back, and my boy Eric and Rich and Wayne that own it, Eric runs it, owns it, but the other guys help him run it, and they're like, we're gonna let you fight. And I said, that's all I need. I needed a reason, and I behave when I train for fights. I don't drink, I don't do anything. I just behave because I want to win, And you can do everything right and still get your ass whipped,
Right.
But I don't ever want to leave a doubt why I got whooped because I cheated myself. And I said, if I get that, I'm going to go out and hustle my ass off. I'm going to get after it, and I'm going to go do it. And that's what happened. And, so I want another one that'll put me, I'm almost 4 months sober. And I've been a little bit cleaner longer than that, but as far as the drug stuff. But I want another one to keep me going, And I'm young, and I did real good in that last one, and you only live once,
Right.
And I'd rather, one of my buddies used to say, he's a country boy. He's from actually Jackson, Mississippi. He'd say, I'd rather sit in the saddle for 8 seconds than sit in the stands my whole life. So
Right.
I might as